Have you ever looked at your dinner plate and thought, I'm eating all the right things, so why don't I feel any better? Maybe your doctor said to cut back on carbs, or your blood sugar numbers have crept up lately, or you're just tired, really tired no matter how well you think you're eating. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. After age 60, your body plays by a whole new set of rules. Foods you used to enjoy may now leave you sluggish. That afternoon snack, it might be secretly spiking your blood sugar. And what's worse, some so-called healthy options are packed with hidden sugars and sneaky carbs that quietly sabotage your energy, your waistline, and even your memory. But there's good news, really good news. You don't have to count every calorie or live off dry salads to feel amazing again. There are powerful foods out there completely free of carbs and sugar that can actually fuel your body, support your brain, and even help you feel younger. In fact, did you know that seniors who reduce carb and sugar intake can cut their risk of cognitive decline by up to 48%? That's not just impressive. That's life-changing. So in this video, we're diving deep into 8 of the best no-carb, no-sugar foods that are perfect for seniors. These foods are delicious, easy to prepare, and they work with your body, not against it. They'll help you reclaim your energy, protect your heart, and support your independence, because let's be honest, staying active and sharp is worth everything. Let's start with one that might surprise you. Eggs. That's right, good old-fashioned eggs. Whether they're scrambled, boiled, or poached, eggs are an absolute goldmine for seniors. They're one of the few foods that are naturally zero carb and zero sugar, while being loaded with high-quality protein and essential nutrients like choline, which is key for brain health. Ever walked into a room and forgotten why? That could be a choline issue, and eggs help fix it. Some people still worry about cholesterol in eggs, but here's the truth. For most healthy older adults, moderate egg consumption doesn't raise bad cholesterol. In fact, it can improve your good cholesterol. Plus, they're easy on the budget, simple to cook, and incredibly versatile. Try starting your day with a soft boiled egg and a sprinkle of sea salt. It's nourishing, satisfying, and won't spike your blood sugar like a bowl of cereal would. Now, let's talk about a food that your doctor probably wishes you were eating more often, but most people overlook it. Salmon. Not the canned stuff swimming in oil. I'm talking about wild-caught, rich, flaky salmon that practically melts in your mouth. It's a zero-carb powerhouse that's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain function, joint support, and heart health. And here's something most folks don't realize. Omega-3s may even help fight depression and improve mood in older adults. So if you've been feeling down, foggy, or just off, it might not be just age, it could be inflammation. And salmon is one of nature's best anti-inflammatories. You can bake it, grill it, or even cook it in the air fryer with a little lemon and herbs. If fresh salmon is too pricey, frozen fillets work beautifully too. Just make sure it's wild-caught, not farmed, for the best quality. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about snacks? What do I eat when I get hungry between meals? That's where this next food comes in. Avocados. Creamy, delicious, and full of heart-healthy fats, avocados are truly a gift, especially for older adults trying to stay sharp and energized without relying on carbs. They're completely sugar-free and naturally low in carbohydrates, and the fat content helps you feel fuller longer, which can help with weight control and cravings. But here's the kicker. Avocados are packed with potassium more than bananas, and that helps keep your blood pressure in check. High blood pressure is one of the biggest risks for stroke and heart disease after 60, and small changes like adding avocado to your meals can make a noticeable difference. Try mashing half an avocado onto a slice of cucumber or rolling it into lettuce wraps with tuna or turkey. It's a creamy, satisfying swap for sugary snacks that leave you drained. And speaking of swaps, this next one might just blow your mind. Have you ever tried swapping pasta or rice for cauliflower? I know, it might sound like a stretch, but cauliflower rice or mashed cauliflower can truly revolutionize your meals. It's incredibly low in carbs, completely sugar-free, and rich in fiber and antioxidants. Plus, it's gentle on digestion, making it ideal for seniors who struggle with bloating or irregularity. But more than that, cauliflower contains compounds that support detoxification and reduce inflammation, to key things your body needs as it gets older. And let's be honest, it actually tastes amazing when you roast it with garlic, olive oil, and a touch of rosemary. Warm, hearty, and comforting without the sugar crash. Now, if you're still with me, that tells me you're serious about taking your health into your own hands. And I want to tell you something important. You're not too old to feel amazing. Your body is capable of healing, of growing stronger, of bouncing back. All it needs is the right fuel. Too many seniors are told that fatigue, weight gain, and brain fog are just part of aging, but that's not entirely true. What we eat matters more than ever after 60. And every time you choose a food that fuels rather than fights your body, you're giving yourself a better shot at a longer, stronger life. So if you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or just plain tired of feeling tired, keep going. Because even small choices, like what's on your plate, can transform how you feel every single day. And here's a little teaser. Did you know there's a common leafy green that can lower your risk of heart disease and help prevent memory loss, and it has 0 carbs and 0 sugar? We'll get into that shortly. But for now, take a moment and really think about what you've eaten today. Was it helping you or hurting you? And if it wasn't quite right, no judgment. Every meal is a fresh chance to choose differently, and remember, you're not doing this alone. We're here to help. Every step of the way, let's keep going. Now, if you've ever stood in your kitchen wondering what to eat that won't spike your blood sugar or leave you feeling sluggish, you're not alone. As we age, our metabolism slows down, and our body becomes more sensitive to sugar and processed carbs. But that doesn't mean we have to settle for bland or boring meals. In fact, the right foods can do more than just fill your belly. They can boost your brain, protect your joints, and even help you feel years younger. Let's talk about one that's probably already in your fridge: eggs. I know they've gotten a bad rap in the past, but recent science has cleared their name. And here's why they're perfect for us as we age. Eggs are a near-perfect food when it comes to nutrition. They're sugar-free, low in carbs, and loaded with high-quality protein. But it's what's inside the yolk that makes them extra special for seniors. That rich yellow center holds choline, a nutrient essential for brain health and memory. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? It happens to all of us, but choline is one of the nutrients that can help keep those senior moments at bay. Not to mention, eggs contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that protect your eyes from macular degeneration. That means you'll be able to keep reading the newspaper, enjoying your favorite hobbies, and recognizing the faces of loved ones with clarity. And don't worry about the cholesterol. For most people, eating eggs doesn't raise the kind of cholesterol that leads to heart disease. In fact, eggs can help improve your HDL, the good cholesterol. The key is cooking them in a healthy way: boiled, poached, or in a veggie-packed omelet with olive oil instead of butter. Add a sprinkle of herbs, and you've got a delicious, brain-boosting breakfast without a single grain of sugar or carb. Now, let's move from the fridge to your spice cabinet, because the next item isn't a food you eat in large quantities, but it's powerful. I'm talking about turmeric. That golden yellow spice often used in curries holds a compound called curcumin, which has potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. But here's what makes it remarkable. Studies suggest that curcumin may help fight the chronic inflammation that contributes to arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. Have you noticed your joints aching a little more in the morning? Or that your hands get stiff when the weather changes? Turmeric might just be your secret weapon. You don't have to eat spoonfuls of it. Just a small daily amount can make a difference over time. Try it stirred into tea with a pinch of black pepper, which boosts absorption, sprinkled into soups, or added to a morning scramble with those brain-boosting eggs we just talked about. And here's something even more amazing: curcumin may help support mental health too. Some studies suggest it could ease symptoms of anxiety and depression by reducing inflammation in the brain. So not only does it ease physical aches, but it might just lift your mood as well. That's quite a lot for a simple kitchen spice, wouldn't you say? Now, picture yourself relaxing in a cozy chair, sipping something warm that soothes your body from the inside out. That brings us to another food that's sugar-free, carb-free, and downright comforting: bone broth. Yes, good old-fashioned broth made from simmered bones, vegetables, and herbs. It might sound humble, but bone broth is packed with collagen, amino acids, and minerals like calcium and magnesium that support your joints, bones, and digestive health. Have you ever been told that your cartilage wears down as you age? It's true, but collagen, the protein found in bone broth, helps keep those tissues cushioned and flexible. That means fewer aches when you get up from your chair, less stiffness when you go for a walk, and a gentler landing for your knees every time you take a step. And here's something you might not know: bone broth also contains glycine, which can help you sleep better and support liver function. So a warm mug in the evening could calm your body and prepare you for restful sleep. And we all know how important a good night's rest is, especially as we age. If you haven't tried bone broth before, it's easy to make at home, or you can find high-quality options in stores. Just be sure to check the label: no added sugars, and ideally from grass-fed or pasture-raised sources if possible. Sip it plain, use it as a soup base, or cook your vegetables in it to infuse them with added nutrients and flavor. And speaking of cooking vegetables, there's another powerhouse we need to talk about. One that's low in carbs, sugar-free, and deserves a prime spot on your plate: cauliflower. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Cauliflower? Isn't that the bland white vegetable my mom used to boil to death? But trust me, it's come a long way. When cooked right, cauliflower becomes creamy, satisfying, and a perfect substitute for starchy foods like rice or mashed potatoes. Why is that important? Because traditional starchy sides like white rice, bread, and pasta can send your blood sugar on a roller coaster, leaving you tired, foggy, and craving more carbs. But cauliflower gives you the same texture and comfort without the spike. And it's loaded with fiber, vitamin C, and plant compounds that may even help lower cancer risk. You can roast it with olive oil and garlic, mash it with herbs, blend it into soups, or even turn it into a creamy, cheesy bake. One of the best parts? It's gentle on your digestive system and won't bloat you like some high-carb foods can. So if you've been looking for a way to enjoy your favorite meals without sacrificing your health, cauliflower just might be your new best friend in the kitchen. Let's pause for a second here. You might be realizing something important. Eating healthy after 60 doesn't mean giving up flavor or enjoyment. In fact, it's the opposite. These foods, simple, nourishing, and full of natural goodness, can actually bring more joy to your meals and more energy to your day. And here's a powerful reminder: you're not doing this just to look good or meet a number on the scale. You're doing this so you can move with confidence, wake up with purpose, and stay connected to the people and activities that make life meaningful. Your health is the bridge that carries you to all of that, and food is one of the strongest pillars holding that bridge up. Now that we've covered some truly amazing foods like eggs, turmeric, bone broth, and cauliflower, let's finish strong with a few more no-carb, no-sugar powerhouses that deserve a place on your plate. Next up, sardines. Yes, sardines. Small, humble, and often overlooked, but don't be fooled. These little fish are an absolute nutritional goldmine, especially for older adults. Why? Because sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, protect your heart, and support brain health. They're also packed with calcium and vitamin D, essential nutrients that help keep your bones strong and prevent osteoporosis. Now here's the best part. Sardines are one of the few foods that provide coenzyme Q10 CoQ10, a compound that supports heart function and cellular energy production. That means more vitality, better circulation, and potentially even improved stamina as you age. Plus, they're low in mercury compared to larger fish like tuna, and since you eat the bones, don't worry, they're soft. You're getting a calcium boost that rivals any supplement. You can enjoy sardines right out of the can. Mash them onto a slice of cucumber, mix them into a salad, or warm them up with lemon and olive oil. They're filling, flavorful, and entirely free of carbs or sugar. Just look for ones packed in water or olive oil. Skip the ones in soybean oil or sugary sauces. Speaking of healthy fats, let's not forget one of the most beloved and satisfying foods out there, avocados. Now, if you've ever sliced open a ripe avocado, sprinkled it with a little salt, and savored its creamy texture, you already know it's a food that feels indulgent but is remarkably healthy. Avocados are high in monounsaturated fats, which support heart health, reduce bad cholesterol, and keep you full for longer. But did you know they're also loaded with potassium, even more than bananas? That's crucial because potassium helps regulate blood pressure, support muscle function, and prevent cramps, something many older adults struggle with, especially if they're on diuretics or have heart conditions. Avocados are also rich in fiber and antioxidants, including lutein, which supports your eyes and brain. And they contain almost no sugar, with only a tiny amount of net carbs. So go ahead and enjoy avocado slices with eggs in the morning. Mash them into guacamole, or spread a little on your favorite low-carb cracker. You're not just treating yourself, you're giving your body a deeply nourishing gift. And finally, let's wrap up this powerful list with something both comforting and versatile: mushrooms. Mushrooms, especially varieties like shiitake, maitake, and portobello, are low in carbs, free of sugar, and incredibly rich in compounds that support immune health, brain function, and even longevity. One unique thing about mushrooms is their ability to increase levels of nerve growth factor, which may help protect against cognitive decline. They're also a rare plant-based source of vitamin D when exposed to sunlight during growth. Some mushrooms actually produce this critical vitamin, which helps strengthen bones and regulate your mood. Need a little boost during the darker winter months? Add mushrooms to your meals a few times a week. Saute them with garlic and olive oil. Add them to soups, or roast them for a savory side dish. They're satisfying, flavorful, and full of natural compounds that help you stay strong and resilient at any age. So, let's recap. You now know 8 of the best foods for seniors that are naturally low in carbs and completely sugar-free. 1. Eggs for memory, vision, and brain health. 2. Turmeric to reduce inflammation and support your mood. 3. Bone broth for joint comfort, gut health, and better sleep. 4. Cauliflower, a versatile, fiber-rich, low-carb substitute. 5. Sardines packed with omega-3s, calcium, and cock 10-6. Avocados for heart health, fullness, and potassium balance 7. Mushrooms to boost immunity, brain power, and vitamin D 8. Bonus: water, yes, plain water. Staying hydrated supports everything from digestion to energy and memory. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if that helps you drink more throughout the day. These foods aren't just senior-friendly, they're life-friendly. They help you move better, think clearer, and live more fully. And now, I want to leave you with a gentle challenge. This week, choose just one of these foods and make it a regular part of your routine. Add turmeric to your tea, swap mashed potatoes for cauliflower, or enjoy a simple egg and avocado breakfast. Small steps taken consistently can lead to big changes over time. Remember, you're never too old to feel better. Your body wants to heal. Your mind wants clarity. And yes, you deserve to feel vibrant, strong, and empowered. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing and sharing this video with someone you love. Because when one of us gets healthier, we all benefit. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.